Hello friends, today we're going to talk about Exodus 32, the golden calf. The story we're all really familiar with. So at this point in scripture, God has given Moses the tablets, and he has actually already told him, like, hey, the people down there, the Israelites and Aaron, have made this golden calf and they are worshiping it, and I'm about to just wipe them out. And Moses actually appeals to God in the chapter before, saying, God, don't do it. Don't do it. Have mercy on them. There's a whole lot we can talk about in this chapter, but one of the things that has stood out to me the most, the weeks that I've sat on this chapter now and thought about it over and over again, is how Moses, when he wasn't in the middle of what was happening, was able to have grace and pray for God to not destroy the people of Israel like he said that he was. But then when he gets down and experiences it firsthand, he gets so angry that his reaction is different. It's easy to have the God response when we're spending time with God, when we're in our word, when we're reading, when we're praying, when we're meditating on his word. But it's hard to have the God response when we're in the middle of the circumstance, when we're in the middle of the chaos, when we're in the middle of the destructive thing, when we're in the middle of the sin, when we're surrounded by it. It's harder to have the grace-filled, merciful response. Now, obviously, in the next chapter, God gives Moses back the 2 stones. And funny enough, he actually says, like, the stones that you broke. Like, he's for sure gonna tell Moses, like, you did this. Remember, I had grace and then you broke the stones. Another thing that is really sticks out to me in this chapter is that all of the things that they brought out of Egypt, the gold and the things that God had blessed them with, they used as an idol. And it's very easy for us to make an idol of the things that God has blessed us with in our coming and in our going. When he's leading us and he blesses us with materialistic things at times to serve him and to honor him, because God likely had the intent of that to be, money or for trade, or to even build the temple, like to be able to have, the tabernacle, to do all of the things, to provide all the sources of materials that were needed to do that, because we've already talked about how intricate that process was. But the crazy thing about it is, in our flesh, when we take our eyes off of God and what he's doing, we're very quick to make idols of the blessings that he has given us. And by the way, it's Aaron. It's Aaron who tells them to bring the stuff to him and then gets the golden calf made. Like, it's Aaron. The same guy who was the mouthpiece of Moses in Egypt. Again, when we take our eyes off of God, it is so easy to follow the way of everybody else, to just blend in with the crowd, to be a yes man, to be a people pleaser, to just fall in line with what everybody else has going on, instead of standing for what God says is right and what we know is holy. And do you know why they even got to this point in the first place? Because the time, and I can't remember exactly how long it was, but it was not that long that Moses was up on that mount hearing from God. But the whole time that he was up there was too long for them. They got tired of waiting on God. No matter how many times he'd proven himself, no matter the fact that he was literally going before them in a pillar of cloud and a pillar of fire, no matter how many times he'd revealed himself to them through the Red Sea and the providing of manna and quail and all of these things, they were tired of waiting on God. They were tired of waiting on Moses to come back with God's message to them. We can either get weary in the wait, or we can work the wait and know that God is worth the wait. I love you, friends. I gotta go change a very dirty diaper. Yeah, yours. And I will see y'all next time.